Hello students, today under our fourth unit, that is the budgeting and controlling of budgeting, we will take the numerical. So before starting the numerical portion, let us revise what we taught in our previous lecture. Well, as according to the flexibility students, there are two kinds of budget. They are known as fixed and variable budgets. The practical importance of fixed budget is not very much in the real world, but when we talk about the flexible budget, it has various importance because, as the name says, the flexible budget is flexible according to the output level, so we can make changes, while on the other hand the fixed budget is static, so we can't make changes. Well, the changes in variable cost is actually based on the increasing and decreasing sales. So it is very much necessary for any organization to adapt the budget to make changes time to time. So according to this, the flexible budget are the most apt budget, and it has many significance also. Management often uses flexible budget for prediction, both a best case and a worst case scenario. So you can say a flexible budget is also called the variable budget because it is useful for future prediction, both in best and worst cases scenario. Secondly, students, it is a financial plan to use the revenue and expenses produced in the current production as a baseline. Well, according to this meaning, we can use the flexible budget for our financial plan where we have to show the revenue and expenses. Or you can say the use of flexible budget, that is, it estimates how the revenue and expenditure will change based on changes in the output. So in short, if we talk about the flexible budget, it is it is totally based on the output level where we can make changes. Hence, it provides a what if look at the future, the company's financial performance, and to identify the fixed cost and variable cost. In our previous lecture, we discussed about this factor also, where I told you that in the flexible budget, we divide the costs into two parts. That is mainly the fixed and the variable costs. A typical budget is usually formatted in any organization, and that is called the flexible budget. Now, if we talk about how we prepare or how we format a budget, so there is a format, students. In typical budget, usually formatted with 5 columns, okay, and 5 columns is also depends on the activity levels. Here this first column is for element of cost, and next 3 or 4 or more levels are according to the level of activity, but the standard is of with 5 columns. The 5 column, this, as I say, the first column lists all the variable expenses, while the second headline is for the fixed expenses. Well, students, the next three, it shows the different level of activities. Different level of activities, in short, that is barely connect with the level of output also. Any change in these activities, okay, variable costs are based on the increase or decrease sales. Here, as you can see, I have taken 60, 80 and 100% level of activity, or it can be reduced or increased according to the sales, according to the level of activity. So this is the format where we have to make basically 4 or 5 columns, and first here we will take the elements of cost and we will divide it into two parts, and here we will divide the level of output, and according to the sale we have to increase and decrease our level also. So let us continue and take this numerical. Now this numerical is related with flexible budget. With the help of following data, for a 60% activity, prepare a budget for product at 80% and 100% capacity. Here students, 60% activity level is the current scenario of this organization, and for the future target basically it is, we have to calculate on 80% and 100% capacity. Now the data that is provided, it is related with 60% capacity. So when the company is producing 60% capacity, the units are 600. In that time, materials are used rupees 100 per unit, labor rupees 40 per unit, expenses rupees 10 per unit, factory expenses rupees 40,000. Here you can notice that 40,000 rupees is related with the fixed expenses. In that also 40% are fixed. Okay, 40% are fixed. Now administrative expenses, the official expenses are rupees 30,000, and in this 30,000 60% are fixed. Okay, so we have to treat the both the factory and administrative expenses according to the given percentage, where we have to compute how much is variable and how much is fixed. Okay, let us start the calculation. As I say, this is the format for flexible budget. So we will take the element of cost as the heading, and this 3 for the level of activity, as only 3%, 3 levels are given here: 60, 80 and 100. Okay, here 600 units, 800 units, and 100% is for 1000 units. So let us start from the variable expenses first. Variable expenses, under this, materials are rupees 100 per unit. So you can say, students, material 100 per unit for 600 units or 60%. 600 units into 100 per unit, that means 60,000. Okay, now move to 80%. 80%, that means 800 units. So well, we compute rupees 100 into 80%, that means rupees 80,000 is material in the second level. While when the company targets to do 100% capacity production, that means 1000 units, so the material will be required 1000, and that is also at the rate of rupees 100 per unit. So answer will be 1 lakh. Okay, now this 60, 80, 100 will be used for labor and expenses also. Here the rates have been differ. Now labor is rupees 40 per unit, so rupees 40 of 60%, that means 24,000. Secondly, rupees 40 into 80%, that means 32,000, and 40 into 1 lakh, that means, or you can say 100%, the answer would be rupees 40,000. Okay, so that is related with labor. Now move to expenses. Because students, expenses are written here, so we will take it as the variable expenses. We don't take it as the fixed one. Well, expenses, and the rate is rupees 10 per unit. So again, rupees 10 of 600 units, rupees 6,000. Rupees 10 of 800 units or 80%, the answer will be rupees 8,000. And in the case of 1000 units, the answer would be rupees 10 per unit, so equals to 10,000. Now what are we have to do? We have to make the total of A. That means we will take all the variable expenses as the total A. For 60% unit, it will be 90,000. For 80% output level, 1,20,000. And for the third case, it would be 1,50,000. Okay, so we have taken all the variable expenses. Now move to factory expenses, students. Factory expenses, actually this second column is related with all the fixed expenses. So fixed expenses, for this purpose, first will be the factory expenses. Now as it is clearly given in the question that rupees 40,000 is the factory expenses, but out of 40,000, 40% are fixed. So 40%, if 40% is fixed, naturally 60% will be variable. Clear? 40% is fixed, so out of 100 minus 40, that means 60% we will take as the variable. Now 40%, let us compute the fixed one first. 40% of 40,000, rupees 40,000, that will be 16,000. Now as this expenses is fixed, so it will be same in all the three levels. Okay, so you can see the answer rupees 16,000, 16,000 and 16,000 is treated as the fixed factory expenses, and we will enter it same in all three levels. Now move to variable expenses. As I say, variable expenses is the remaining portion, that is the 60%. Now what we have to do, we have to compute the working note for this. Okay, now fixed expenses we will take. Now students, now what we have to do, we have to make the variable expenses. Well, variable expenses is 60% of rupees 40,000. Now let us take the first level. The first level is 60% level. So 600, this 600 is the units, the actual units which are produced by the organization. So what we have to do, 600 into 40,000. This 40,000 is the administrative factory expenses. Okay, factory expenses. Now this would be divided by 600. Now what is this 600 students? That is basically the percentage. Okay, this is the 60% level. So here it would be this 600 units. Okay, this 600 is the 60%, basically the units, and 40,000 is the factory expenses. That means 40,000. Now 40,000, as the 60% is variable, now again 40,000 will divided by 60 into 100. That means rupees 24,000 is the factory expenses related with the variable expenses. Okay, so answer is 24,000 here. Or the alternative is easily what you can do, 60,000 of 40,000, 60% of 40,000. Then also you can get the 24,000 also. Now the second alternative, now if we apply this formula, now what is the position in the 80% level? So again what we have to do, 800, that is the units of the second level, 800 units into 40,000, 40,000 is the factory expenses. Now it would be divided by 600. What is this 600 student? This 600 is the product at 60% capacity, which we have taken previously also. Okay, now this is what we got after multiplication and dividing, 53,334. Okay, now it will be multiplied by 60%. What is this 60%? This is the variable portion. Okay, so 50,334 and 60% of this. So we got the answer, and the answer is 32,000. Okay, or you can say the another formula is simply I have done 80% of rupees 40,000. Okay, now move to third level. The third level is of 1000 units, 100%. Okay, 100% level of production. Now in this the units are 1000 units into 40,000. 40,000 is the variable portion. 600 is the 60% production cap units. Now 1000 into 40,000 upon 600, the answer is 66,667, and now again we will multiply it by 60%. 60% is the portion of 40,000. Okay, so what we got, we are getting answer rupees 40,000. This portion is the variable portion of the third level, or I have taken 100% of rupees 40,000 also. Okay, so you can use this method or the alternative method, where you have to take how much portion is for the variable and how much is for the fixed. Then according to different level of capacity, you have to compute it one by one, units into variable expenses, okay, upon the output unit which is given, then multiply it with the variable percentage. Okay, here 60%, 60%, 60%, and 600 units are the product at 60% capacity, and these all 600, 800 and 1000 are the output level. Okay, now let us move. Now after factory expenses students, in the question the administrative expenses are also given, as administrative expenses says that 30,000 are the total administrative expenses, and out of this 30,000, 60% is fixed. Okay, so as we done previously, we have to repeat this, fixed 60%, okay, and remaining 40% will be automatically goes to the variable side. Now 60% of what? Rupees 30,000. So 60% of rupees 30,000, that means rupees 18,000 is fixed, and that will same in all the three level of output. Clear? Now let us treat this variable portion. Variable portion, which is 40%. Okay. Now, how we will compute in all the three categories? As I say, variable cost or expenses is 40% of rupees 30,000. So let us take the first one. First is 60% level of activity. 60% level of activity, that means 600 units. Okay, 600 units into 30,000. 30,000, which is the administrative expenses, upon 600. 600 is the production capacity. That comes 30,000. Now 40% of this 30,000. What is 40,000? 40%, sorry, 40% is the variable variable percentage. Okay, the administrative expenses 60 was fixed, so 40% is this one. Okay, those 30,000, 40% of rupees 30,000, so we get the answer 12,000. Okay, now say 80% level of activity. Now in this case also 80% level of activity means 8,000 units. Again 800 units into 30,000. 30,000, that is the administrative expenses, upon this 600. What is this? This is the 60% capacity, 600 units. What we got? 40,000. Now again, because the percentage is 40%, so we have to compute 40% on this 40,000. So what we got? 16,000. So here it comes 16,000. Okay. And the last one is the 100% level of activity. 100% level of activity means, students, 1,000 units. Okay. Now in this case, 1,000 units, we will multiply it by 30,000. Okay. 30,000 is the administrative expenses rupees, upon 600. 600 is the capacity, 60%. So here it comes 50,000. Now again the percentage is 40% of variable portion. So 40% of 50,000. So what we got? We got rupees 20,000. So we enter this amount here, rupees 20,000. Okay. Now after this we have to do the total of B. What is total of B? Total of B is, we have taken all the fixed cost that was related with the factory and the administrative expenses. Okay. Now the third step says do the total cost. Total cost means A plus B, where we have to take variable expenses plus fixed expenses. So we get for 60% level 1,60,000, for 80% level 2,02,000, and for third 100% capacity we are getting the total cost as 2,44,000. Okay. Now in the advanced cost accounting, it is very much necessary to compute the cost, and that is also in per unit. Okay. So per unit, here what you have to do, 1,60,000 will be divided by cost per unit. The total production is 600. So 1,60,000 will divided by 600 units in the first level. In the second level, we will get 2,02,000 will be divided by 800 units. Okay. And in the third case, this 2,44,000 will divided by, here the target is of preparing 1,000 units. So you will get the answer this one. Okay. So at last what you have to do, total cost, this will divided by the level of activities. Okay. Level of activities, that means how much units are given for each target. So here again I'll repeat, 1,60,000 will divided by 600 units. You will get answer rupees 26.67. 2,02,000 will divided by 800 units. That is the target of second level of activity. We'll get the answer rupees 252.50. And finally, in the 100% level of capacity, this total cost 2,44,000 would divided by 1,000 units. So we will get answer rupees 244. As you can see, as the output increases, the cost is also increasing. Okay. So here you can say, if what conclusion we get, if we are preparing the 60% level of activity, then the cost is maximum. Okay. While in the case of 800 units, it's 252.50. And finally, if we are preparing 1,000 units, the cost per unit is rupees 244. So as a manager, as a cost manager, you can advise that we can go for the 1000 units, and that is the 100% contribution, that is the 100% target